Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nate Manahan, and I am living here in a very stormy Indianapolis, Indiana, where we hope that for the next 10 minutes while we bring the beautiful office hours with Mike and Jenny, that I don't lose my power. But because I am live, I want to make sure that I bring the myths, the legends, the people from very snowy Colorado. I am assuming, Jenny, I haven't even asked you earlier, but I think you got some snow. How are you, Miss Jenny Rickle?
It's crazy in Colorado. I feel like the weather cannot make up its mind right now. It's really nice and sunny out. And then yesterday we got this crazy snowstorm that hit in the middle of the day. So you never know what you're going to get. Hopefully you get some sunshine so I can start running outside again. So waiting and hoping for some better weather soon.
I love it. Yesterday afternoon, was sitting outside doing most of my meetings. It was 73 degrees. It's still warm, but spring showers bring spring flowers. And I know it's April showers bring May flowers. But Mike Stetzel, 2 hours north. I'm going to guess still a little bit of rain, a little maybe occasional storms. How are you, sir, Mr. Mike Stetzel?
Yeah, doing well. I think we're sharing a thunderstorm today, Nate, up and down the state of Indiana. Like I said, it got dark here an hour or so ago, and sounds like you're getting the same thing now. So fine otherwise. It was exciting yesterday for 73. We know it's happening. So I can't believe we're calling this Don't Be a Cluster Beep. I love it.
I may change that later. We'll find out. But I will say, speaking of cluster, our favorite Canadian POS now taking the USA by storm. Catch that.
Yes.
Right. That's sorry. But is I just was noticing I keep getting these alerts on my phone. I need to figure out how to turn it. I put the Weather Channel app recently on my phone, getting these alerts, and it just keeps telling me every time there's a lightning strike, which is about every 22 seconds, and it tells me it's 1 kilometer away or less. And I'm like, kilometer? Am I
Wow.
in Canada? No, I'm not.
Change,
Yeah,
change.
so no, but all right. Today we are going to do a tip, tool, solution, all around cluster related topics, and we're going to start out with our tip of the week. Our tip of the week belongs to, I don't remember because I already forget. We worked this out. Whose tip?
Me.
Mike.
Mr.
It's me.
Stetzel. Yep.
All right.
So I know, in fact, I know somebody I think that is watching now, hopefully even missed training today. The good news is soon you can see today's training. But go to mypayprotect.com, you know the place. Go to point of sale and go to
Yep.
cluster POS. Right there, you're going to see office hours with the cluster team. So what we're doing, what Nate has done here is we're expanding the office hours franchise. So it's not just office hours with Mike and Jenny, office hours with the cluster team. I think you said, Nate, we're going to be that'll be the third or fourth episode you load today.
Third episode will be here very shortly. I saw that Zoom had finished crunching it. I just need to edit a little bit. So I would guess by 3 p.m. Eastern time today on a beautiful Pi Day, March 14th, when you're watching this possibly in the 14th, you'll get there. And then next week, Cluster's office hours are 10 a.m. every Thursday Eastern time. Next week, we're doing a special thing on UEAT, which is one of their integrations, specifically how they get integrated into third-party delivery services. So we're going to have the team from UEAT on the cluster office hours. But yeah, every week you can come and you can watch the replays. It tells you exactly how long it is. And the nice thing about this player that we're using over at Wistia, if you want to click the little button and watch it in 1.4 time, or like I do on most of my stuff, double time, you can do that.
Interesting.
Go a little faster.
It's also the same link every week, guys.
Yep.
Hang on to it. Or go here and watch the recording. So that is our tip of the week today.
All right.
Take it
now
away.
We're going tool of the week. Not only do we have a tip, but we make sure you're a tool with a tool from Jenny Rickle. Jenny, what's your tool?
Thanks, Nate.
Oh, man.
So I want to highlight our new lead, clusterlead.com. So this is a way, if you are interested in cluster, you can go ahead and reach out to us. And this is going to be specifically for the cluster systems. So we still have our other pathway with poslead.com for other systems that you might be interested in. This is going to be specifically with cluster, which is really nice because it really gets you in the door with our cluster team. And as you scroll down, Nate, go ahead. So you enter in your information. Sorry, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. But as you scroll down, you'll have an option to opt into text messages as well. So this is really helpful because then you'll be able to know any updates that are going on with the system and be kept in the loop with that communication. So this is now up and running. It's a really great resource. If you do have a business, a restaurant that's interested in cluster, please fill out the lead, get in touch with us, and we'll help get you set up right away.
Love it. And a couple things that I'll put in there. Well, actually, I'll bring in the lead so you can look at it. One, please don't try to double up. Put your information for your merchant's information. We're not going to contact it. Cluster's not going to contact it. I know some people are worried that you're going to trust us. And so maybe we need to earn a little bit of that trust. I understand that, but I will say it breaks our systems because we're creating a unique contact for you and a unique contact for your merchant to eventually be able to send the signing document, to be able to create communications. So please try to do separate. And see, you can put bright in red, we do not contact your merchant until you contact. So it asks for your merchant's last name and their information. If you don't know the information, politely just don't put your phone number in, because it does break the system for us a little bit, specifically when we're trying to send text messages. Because when you click that, we're not sending text message to your merchants, we're sending text message to you. Also, the merchant statement upload is something that we're adding. We're probably going to add it over at POS Lead. It kind of speeds up the process when going in the statements. And if you want Cluster, so how the system works here, if you want, I'll bring all three of us up. If you want Cluster to reach out directly to the merchant, they don't need to reach you first. If you put it in the notes, we may do a checkbox eventually, but right now, if you put it in the notes, when we send it over to Cluster, Cluster will reach out to the merchant. They'll still carbon copy you and let you know what's happening, but they will immediately reach out to the merchant if you want them to do that. And we had a case like
Excellent.
that just so you can put that in the notes if you want to bypass. But their first job, you send in the lead, they're going to contact you within 1 day at clusterlead.com. And that makes sure not a cluster bleep. That just all works out. So, all right. So now we're going to have a solution of the week. And this solution is everybody's always asking me, how do you put lists together? How do you know all the restaurants in my area? How can I quickly do it? And there's lots of tools and solutions out there for doing that. But I'm going to show you the one that I think is one of the best out there right now. And it's Apollo.io. Apollo, APOLLO. And I'm showing you my version of it right now that I was just working with a partner to pull Virginia. So you can kind of see here what we did is we pulled lists that people that had verified. I'm going to go over to the company list because this is the people list. This is the to find the right companies. Why does it keep loading all 598? This is a great demo when I jump in here. What the delimitators here, we're trying to find people that are at breakfast. They want to do quick service restaurants or breakfast restaurants. We broke it down. We have all kinds of filters in here. For some reason, it is saving. You can see it. We got 598 restaurants. And then of that, we found a contact list of valuable contacts of roughly around 300 contacts. And then we have their emails, their phone numbers, all their contact information. And for right in, it's obviously pulling a lot from LinkedIn in here, but when we're other companies, we're able to go to their websites. There's all kinds of good tools. And if you're interested in doing that, if you email me at edmanahan@payprotect.com, I'm an affiliate. I would make a little money eventually, but if I give you my affiliate link, you'll get a longer free trial out of it, and more credits to use than you do just by going to Apollo.io. If you don't want to do that, you can just go to there and sign up for a free trial. Their pricing plans start at $59 a month versus some of its competitors like Zoom Info, which is its main competitor, starts at $1,000 per month. And you can do it month to month, and it has a pretty good free trial where you can jump in there. And if you want, I would be glad to jump on a Zoom and teach you what I know. I'm not certainly an expert, but they also have a really good university and training section of how to do Apollo. And to me, it's the best tool that I'm finding for managing data for the price point that it's in a lot of the industries we're in. And so it's improving itself all the time. It's a venture-backed thing to compete against Zoom Info, so I'd highly include it. That's our tip, our tool and solution this week. Mike and Jenny, I'm going to ask you both to do our final word. So let's go, and I'll tell you what I'm going to ask you here. So it's time for a final word. Usually but I didn't even tell Mike and Jenny I'm doing this week. So I'm putting them on the hot burn. What one or two things during March Madness, this is March 2024, what would you encourage our partners? We got 17 days left in March, and there are opportunities to make thousands and thousands of dollars of additional bonus on top of our regular thousands of bonuses. What would be an encouragement of something that you would love to see our partners go out and sell in these last 17 days that you think would make them the biggest bonus and biggest bang for their buck? I'll start with Mike, and then we'll go to Jenny.
Well, mean, I think that if you have this available to you, if it's your option, the best deal you can do is to sell cluster. Right now, we're giving $1,000 for each deal before March Madness. That now it also includes your regular upfront bonus, your peak bonus, plus your March Madness bonus. I know that Nate's done a calculation, and I think the number you came out to is $7,000 or $8,000 that can be made on one account, and I don't think that would have included your peak bonus. So to me, that's the simplest one to really knock it out of the park with. Plenty
Yeah,
of time to get activated. If you have a POS deal going, you don't have to be activated until the 19th of May.
Yeah. And if you have a merchant, I'll bring myself up and not talk over Mike there, but if you have a merchant that does $100,000 and does a cluster, $100,000 a month and does a cluster, and if you get submitted during the month of March, that'd be $6,300 of additional upfront bonuses, and then or not additional, that would be including the, and then on no, yeah, $6,300 of upfront bonuses, and then plus your peak bonus. At $100,000, you're going to max out your peak. So that's $11,300 of upfront bonuses, or of the peak bonus and the upfront bonuses. That's a pretty good deal. I think that's a good tip. Jenny, he stole the
Yeah,
cell
I'm
cluster.
sorry, Jenny.
So I don't know where you were going. We're putting you back. So Jenny Rickle, what would you say as a final word? What would you
Oh, I
start in
always have
March?
something to say,
All
so
right,
it is
there we
all
go.
good. Um, I would say also take advantage of the restaurants with a higher volume, right? So maybe they don't need a cluster or point of sale system. They don't need something of that. But if they make over $50,000 a month, you're still going to get $1,000 bonus, right? We double up. So if it's under 50,000, it's 500. But if their monthly volume is over 50,000, you'll receive $1,000 bonus. And then if you get 2 or 3 of those, you're going to make upon the thousands of bonuses in additional to your regular bonuses, in addition to your residuals. So if you don't have a restaurant or something that falls into that cluster category, which it happens, definitely keep your box open, right? Keep the opportunities open to go check out the other retail options. Maybe it's going to be something else like an online presence or something like that, whatever it is. Check it out, get them on edge, get those bonuses in, and I mean, money, right? Opportunities for some extra money in March. Take advantage of it.
Awesome. Well, this has been our office hours. Making sure that you understand what's going on with Cluster, what's going on in Madness of March. If you're watching this in times past March 2024, there's always some type of promotion going on. But this has been to learn clusterlead.com. Go watch those videos over at the cluster section of MyPayProTech. And then if you're interested in Apollo.io, let me know. I'm here to help anyway. On behalf of Jenny Rickle, Mike Stetzel, I'm Nate Manahan. This has been another Office Hours, and we'll see you next time right here.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.